So today we're going to take just a little bit closer look at CHASTIEFOL. This spear from Seven Deadly Sins was, incredibly requested on the All Me channel, as are all the Seven Deadly Sins weapons. After we had done Lost Vein, there was so much interest in it that it was definitely, something that we were going to be doing. It's a short spear. It's not huge. Obviously, it transforms considerably in the anime into all kinds of different weapons, as well as scale. It changes quite a bit. But to create this really nice form, we had the same limitation that we have with Lost Vein, where Lost Vein is very heavy because the fact to get this nice hollow ground, this nice shape and visual, you got to have a lot of metal. So the center thickness here, not probably as thick as Lost Vein is, but I would guess that we're probably maybe as much as a ½ inch here, and then it drops down considerably. It distally tapers, as we say, so it gets thinner from from this point all the way to the point where here you're down, I would guess, maybe 1/10 of an inch or so. That makes a complex form to grind to keep the line straight, but that's something that we're all pretty good at. I went through and completely ground this piece, and Rick stepped back in and did some polishing work to keep it right on for us. We did see a fair number of complaints for the way that we attached it because we welded, and so people talk about things being fragile with welding. We know our metals, and we understand what it takes to make something like this durable and make it hold up. And one of the things that we did is make sure that our materials were fairly similar. This plate is 4130 alloy, so what we call 30 points of carbon. This is 1045 steel. So our carbons are fairly close together, which means that we could heat treat this as one piece. So this piece is actually heat treated after the fact. So we go through and do that weld, and it's much less of an issue because all these mounts are steel. All of this is steel that we brass. So if you go back to All Me and you watch the Man-at-Arms episode, you'll see how we create these surfaces. So the head is completely steel from the tip all the way down to this part of the fitting. And then the silver section here, this is actually wood underneath, so it's fitted, but the wood comes all the way up and fits up into this socket. So this is a long pipe socket that the wood goes all the way up into, so we know that it's very strong. There's a pin here. I'm not sure if we showed how we did that, but essentially it's riveted in place. And then on the back side, the donut itself, when we created this, Tanner turned this on the lathe, and he then used a mill and cut in for this bottom spike, which is steel. There's actually a threaded section that goes up into the wood that has a lag bolt that comes out of this piece. It's screwed into it, and the lag bolt goes down inside of here. So we pre-drilled the wood and then screwed the piece down so that we knew it would be permanent and it would be very strong. Even though we're not like destructively testing these weapons, we're trying not to destroy them when we're doing Man-at-Arms. You see us hit them pretty hard on stuff. That's because they'll take it, because they're heat treated, they're steel, so they're pretty tough. We're going to continue to make more things from Seven Deadly Sins. It is certainly extremely highly requested, and so we'll have things that will go with the Divine Axe and with Lost Vein and with CHASTIEFOL, and you'll see it upcoming soon on Man-at-Arms. Click the logo to subscribe, or click one of the videos to see more here on the Baltimore Knife and Sword channel, or go to All Me and watch Man-at-Arms.